fun event and time for me, but you know, if it can help somebody else, I think that what you're doing with your organization is incredible. So one of the things, and one of the reasons why I specifically invited you on is because I see you kind of as a voice and a pillar in the community. You're doing things right as it relates to nonprofits and organizations. So for those listeners out there that are either want to start a nonprofit, because we have a lot of them, you know, from an entrepreneurship, they want to give back, to those folks that are working in small nonprofits, what pieces of advice do you have for them as they're getting ready to gear up for what's going to be a hellacious year?
Right. Well, you know, in terms of remembering how I started a nonprofit, it's a real mix of intuition and practicality. You know, it's balancing those two, because I remember when I started the nonprofit in Michigan, there were people, I was 25, and there were people who said, you can't do this, why are you doing this? And that just fueled my fire. But I also brought people around me who knew what they were doing and could advise me. So I think in both situations, whether you're starting a nonprofit or if you're, you know, you've been running one, it's always that balance of intuition. I know that this is just the right thing to do, and it's not all neatly wrapped up in a bow, but let's take the first step and see what happens and get our resources around us and trust that.
I know we were talking a little bit before the show that what I think is going to be critically important is that we have a network of support for each other, you know, as nonprofits are going out there. I think that there are ways that we can pull resources, you know, simple things like web design and computer resources and things. I think there's a way that we might be able to pull, but more importantly, people like you that are doing incredible things out in the community, but incredible things for other nonprofit organizations. So hopefully the goal of this show is to bring awareness and some tips that can help those organizations and our community members. So thank you very much for being on the show with us
Well,
today.
thank you, Kim. This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
I'm glad. Well, you can watch the show on YouTube. I'm going to have that posted here shortly on www.walkthetalkwithkim. I will also be posting on Walk the Talk with Kim the audio of this show so you can listen to it and forward it on. Thank you so much for listening. Support your local nonprofit and community-based organizations, and have a great day.